Tom is 27, earning £32,000 a year, and he almost opted out of his workplace pension until his mate did the maths for him. Every UK employee gets auto-enrolled into a pension, where Tom puts in at least 5% of his salary, and by law, his employer has to add at least 3% on top, which is money Tom never sees taken from his pay, but shows up in his pension pot anyway. Tom nearly ticked the opt-out box, thinking he needed the extra £100 a month in his account now. But that 3% employer contribution is literally free money that disappears the second he opts out, because his employer doesn't hand him cash. Instead, they just keep it. If Tom stays enrolled for the next 40 years, that 3% alone, growing at an average 5% a year, turns into over £100,000 by retirement without Tom lifting a finger. Then Tom actually read his employee handbook and found his employer matches contributions up to 6%, not just the legal minimum of 3%. So by bumping his own contribution from 5% to 6%, Tom triggers an extra 1% from his employer every single year, which compounds into nearly £40,000 more over his career that he was leaving on the table without knowing it existed. Tom didn't need a pay rise. He needed to read the fine print on a form he'd ignored for 3 years. Nobody explains pensions in school or at work. HR just hands you a form on day one and expects you to know what you're signing. Check your own payslip and your employee handbook this week, because the percentage next to employer contribution might be higher than you're claiming, and that gap is money sitting there with your name on it. Follow for more workplace money secrets nobody explains to you.